a Facebook page, Take a Soldier Fishing Naples, Florida. And I know, Mark, you've been on that and you've posted some pictures. And so this way, no matter where the troops are, anywhere in the world, they can log into that Facebook page and talk to us. And the captains, what was really neat is a lot of the captains have called me back and they've developed such a personal friendship with these guys. They're now communicating all the time. And these guys will go to a foreign land somewhere and they'll have something from our event and they'll take a picture with it and then they'll send it back. You know, it might be Afghanistan or Iraq or somewhere like that, and it's really cool. It just gives that little personal feel, you know, that you're part of the whole deal.
Here's some interesting home video shot on my lawyer friend's Donald Day's 36-foot offshore boat. The troops are having a real ball battling Goliath groupers. The reason why they're in the water is that the state of Florida prohibits this species to be brought aboard. It must be released while on the water, and Lieutenant Moravec with the FWC was aboard, acting as the first mate.
This segment of Fishing with Roland Martin is brought to you by Power Pole, shallow water anchoring system. Bass Pro Shops presents Fishing with Roland Martin. Brought to you by Tracker Boats, fish the finest. Gary Yamamoto Custom Baits, designed by fishermen for fishermen. Timbuktu, Fisher's Choice, real bait ready when you are. And by Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here. Closed caption provided by Spro Lures.
You know, Mark, I can really identify with what you do as a career officer. I went through the OCS school at Benning years ago, and I kind of decided to maybe become a career officer as well, but my father talked me into another deal, and I got out, you know, early. And what led you to be a career officer? What was your motivation?
I always want to do something where I felt like I could serve the greater good. You know, I want to be a part of something. I chose the Army. My father was in the Army, and it just seemed kind of like the logical choice for me.
Now, I know you're in some high intelligence, so you probably can't talk about specifically what you do as a job, but you've been overseas now and deployed in 3 different theaters in the Middle East?
Right. I went to Afghanistan in early of '02, and then I went to Iraq immediately following that, and went back to Afghanistan in '07, where I spent a year in Helmand Province, which is southern Afghanistan, on a military transition team, training Afghan soldiers.
You were telling me you'd been in several firefights along the way.
Yeah, we've had a few. They're always exciting.
I don't know if it's exciting or not. Live ammunition coming at you, that's another story.
It works both ways now.
I was kind of ran a rifle range. I was a rifle range officer in the military in Fort Jackson. It was a lot of fun. I just did train fire ranges. I never saw any active military duty though. I mean, not any kind of combat. I didn't see combat.
I think the majority of the soldiers in nowadays have deployed. It seems like just about everybody that I know has spent some time in the Middle East.
Wow. Now, Mark, on this last tournament last week, how many fish did you catch?
I think I caught about 7 total.
7, nice redfish.
2 trouts.
Oh, I got to strike.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, son.
Get him.
Huh? I got this new U.S. reel. It's a brand new rod and reel combination I've been using for not only bass fishing, but it's been holding up good for saltwater, say, redfish and trout.
Coming around.
I don't know.
When you get him up here and you get him whooped, I got the net.
I don't know what I have here.
Come on
Oh,
over.
look at that. I think it is. Oh, look at this guy. Son,
Oh, yeah.
all
That's a
right. Hey,
beauty.
look at him. Hey, he's
There
a
you
good
go.
one, folks.
Yes, sir.
A big old redfish. I wish it was this last week. Boy, we're catching some nice ones here. Look at this guy. He might be too big, Steve.
Yeah, that's another one of those dudes.
Look at that guy. Oh, son.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
Now, what we're fishing, of course, that's just about a perfect size fish. It might be too long.
He looks like he's going to be right there, Roland.
Ooh, look at that. Guess what, Steve? He's 28.
28,
Yeah,
inch too long.
he's 28. He's too long.
Those are the ones that break your heart in the tournament, Roland, right there.
In a tournament, this would have to throw him back. So I'm going to throw him back now. Okay, way to go.
Good job. That was fun.
Mark, I want to not only thank you, but I want to just Thank you for all the services you're doing to keep
really
this country
appreciate it,
free
Ron.
and
Thank you very much.
making this trip available. You know, if it weren't for guys like you, we wouldn't have the freedoms to be able to fish.
I really appreciate it. This has been an honor for me to come down.
Deal.
And I'd like to also thank you as well as Steve for the tournament. I brought you something that we, normally in the military, we give out coins. And so this is the SOCOM's official coin
Isn't that neat?
that we give out from a U.S. Special Forces Command.
Wow, thank
look
you.
at that.
And from the bottom of my heart and my family, we thank you and all the troops, because this is important to us. I know it's important to you folks, but my community, you know, we're going to keep on doing these fun things for you like this, and as long as you guys keep fighting for freedom, we're on your side.
We're there. We appreciate it.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
So folks, we've had a great time red fishing. We'll see you again next week.
He's a great American fisherman, he'll fish anywhere. Anywhere there's water, Lord knows he'll be there. He's just like a gypsy, mighty hard to hold. A great American fisherman got fishing in his soul. He fished Tow and Okeechobee, Kissimmee and Rodman Hole, Georgia's Lake Lanier, West Point and Seminole, Center Hill and Dale Hollow, good fishing in the fall. Martin and Eufaula, he gon' fish 'em all. Kentucky Lake and Barkley, Sardis, Ross Burnett, Toledo Bend, Rayburn and Conroe he won't forget. He loved Lake of the Ozark, he loved Table Rock, bull shows on the White River, he ain't gonna never stop. He's a great American fisherman.